The saying "catches win matches" has gained a lot of popularity over the years, thanks largely to the game-changing efforts of superhuman fielders. The pioneer of athletic brilliance in the field, JONTY RHODES, changed the course of several matches with his incredible efforts. Rhodes helped spread the word, and very soon captains all over the world started taking fitness and fielding drills seriously. We've seen several breathtaking catches over the years, where the conviction and muscle memory shown by the fielders, sometimes in less than a split second, have to be seen to be believed. On that note, let's take a look at the 10 most unbelievable catches in cricket history. Number 10. Steve Smith. Steve Smith does not look like your regular archetypical Australian skipper. He has a certain kindness to his demeanor, coupled with a distinct sparkle in his eye, something that is certainly unmissable. While Smith is a distinguished fielder, some of the catches that stick to his hand are simply a treat to watch. Just the one he took to dismiss BJ Waitling at the Sydney Cricket Ground was just that. Positioned at point, Waitling perhaps thought that it would be an ease to place the cut in between gully and point. However, this proved to be a bridge too far, as the Aussie skipper's left hand came to the fore, as Waitling had to make his way back to the pavilion.
The fact that it was going so quickly, and that reaction time has to be there. We've seen one of these fast catches at first slip from him. Look at that. At full stretch, absolute full stretch.
Number 9. Jason Roy. Roy took an absolute blinder of a catch at the mid-wicket boundary for Sylhet Sixers against Chittagong Vikings in match 40 of the Bangladesh Premier League 2019. On the fourth ball of the eighth over of the Vikings innings, Roy latched onto the ball that was initially travelling like a rocket. Alak Kapali had bowled a very loose half-tracker to the well-set Yasser Ali. It was looking like Ali had sent it over the ropes when Jason Roy happened. He tracked the ball till the very end and backpedaled, but still never looked like getting there. In the end, however, he leapt at the right time and in full stretch took the catch with one hand.
Well, it is. I'm lost for words, because that is probably the best catch I've ever seen in a game of cricket. Unbelievable. Jason Roy, left palm, outstretched, wonderful awareness not to roll onto the rope. Did really well for the ball not to bounce out of his...
Number 8. Chris Jordan. England all-rounder Chris Jordan pulled off a sensational diving catch in the Big Bash League on Saturday 2019. Jordan has recently played for Perth Scorchers in the 2019-20 edition of the Australian T20 League and once again stole the show in his side's clash against Melbourne Renegades. In the 18th over of the Renegades chase, Jordan took a stunning catch on the boundary line to send Renegades all-rounder Dan Christian packing. Fawad Ahmed bowled a half volley to Christian, who smacked it towards the cow corner. But his shot didn't have enough power and fell in the region of Jordan, who plucked onto it with a perfectly timed dive towards his right. Number 7. Trent Boult. Trent Boult has been a real asset for the Kiwis not only with the ball, but also in the field. His spectacular efforts along the boundary line have helped New Zealand win several big games. And one such incident occurred when the pacer removed Kieran Pollard through a combination of athleticism and reflexes at the mid-wicket boundary. With West Indies tottering at 126 for 3 in the 18th over, Pollard decided to look for some big runs. He tried to pull a short delivery off Corey Anderson to the mid-wicket region. It looked like a guaranteed 6, but Boult jumped high to pluck the ball out of thin air. He knew he was going to trip over the boundary line, so he scooped the ball into the air before diving full length to complete a match-winning catch.
Back he goes, takes it in one hand, has the presence of mind to throw it up, gets back, and that's where the athleticism comes in. Throws him.
Number 6. MOHAMMAD KAIF. In a high-scoring thriller, MOHAMMAD KAIF pulled off one of the most spectacular catches ever seen to script a historic triumph for India on their tour of Pakistan. With 10 runs needed to win off 8 balls, Zaheer Khan targeted Shoaib Malik's pads, and the latter guided the ball straight up in the air. Even though he was nowhere close, KAIF came sprinting in from the long-off boundary to steal Hemang Badani's catch. It could have possibly caused an unfortunate injury, but instead it turned into a moment of glory as India went on to win the match by 5 runs.
Around with their positions, so he went straight down the ground. Didn't quite get it was in there for a long time. Both men were heading for a collision, and yet MOHAMMAD KAIF Hangs on to him. Hemang Badani.
Number 5. YUVRAJ Singh. In the semi-finals of the 2002 Champions Trophy, YUVRAJ Singh took a stunner to dismiss Graham Smith. Indian pacers Ayr Khan had troubled Smith for a while before luring him into a lofted shot in the third over of the game. And YUVRAJ, still relatively new to the international arena, leapt into the air to take arguably the best catch of his career. Considered as a Champions Trophy classic, the match saw an inspired Indian side pull off an unlikely victory against a dangerous and in-form South African team. However, rain played spoilsport in the final, and the trophy was shared between India and Sri Lanka.
It went quickly, and YUVRAJ, that's a brilliant take. It almost got away from him.
Number 4. JONTY RHODES. In the 13th match of the 1999 World Cup, JONTY RHODES took a spectacular catch to dismiss Robert Croft of England. South Africa were already on course for a dominant victory, having restricted England to 77 for 6 by the end of the 29th over. Lance Klusener then bowled an over-pitch delivery to Croft, which elicited a lofted drive from the Englishman. But Croft didn't reckon for Rhodes, who pulled off a screamer. Klusener was declared man of the match as South Africa won by 122 runs. Number 3. Kieran Pollard. Another catch on the boundary line, as Kieran Pollard pulled off a remarkable effort to dismiss Glenn Maxwell. Sunil Narene's delivery pitched outside off stump was well picked up by Glenn Maxwell, who figured the ball was going into the stands, but leapt Kieran Pollard at deep mid-wicket, raising his outstretched right hand, plucking the ball out the air, getting rid of Maxwell. A staggering feat of great athleticism by a big man who is known for his antics on the field produced one of the greatest catches in an international game. With a few more great catches across his name, Pollard is simply, without doubt, a complete cricket player with great batting, bowling and fielding skills.
Doesn't look from that angle like it was, mind you, that's not a great angle. What about this one here? I think he's got that water, but here we go. Magnificent catch. The padding's all we care about. Well, that is sensational.
Number 2. Paul Collingwood. Arguably one of the greatest English fielders of all time, Paul Collingwood has numerous dismissals of varying types that could fill the entire list. But this one-handed catch against rivals Australia is an absolute peach. With Andrew Flintoff bowling a rather short wide ball to Matthew Hayden, it is cut away by the Aussie opener fiercely towards the fielder at point. The player positioned there was Paul Collingwood, who flung himself towards his left, yet grabbed the ball with his outstretched right hand, pulling off the most incredible catch. Collingwood, surprised by what he had pulled off, threw the ball away in excitement, knowing he had done something special. The ball was cracked away by Hayden, who could not have expected anyone to pick that out of the air due to the sheer force at which the ball was struck.
And watch Matthew Hayden's reaction. Can I believe that? No, I can't. You've got to go. But Steve Arneson.
Number 1. Ben Lachlan and Jake Weatherald. In what could be called one of the best relay catches ever taken in cricket, Adelaide strikers duo of Ben Lachlan and Jake Weatherald combined superbly at the boundary line to remove Dwayne Bravo. It was a match between Adelaide strikers and Melbourne Renegades in Big Bash League 2018, and Rashid Khan's flighted delivery to Bravo was lofted high and handsome to the deep cover region. However, some intelligent game sense helped Lachlan and Weatherald take a blinder of a catch in tandem, sending the West Indian back to the pavilion.
Play tries to go over cover. Lachlan takes a spec, throws it back. Weatherald running to support Lachlan. Lachlan takes an absolute hanger. That was a great catch, and he must have thrown it 30 metres to Jake.
We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we did compiling it, for you do let us know what you think in the comments section below. But in the meantime, don't forget to hit like, share and do subscribe to SPORTIFY.